Hey everybody, Adam Savage in my cave. Do I need to have such a high volume? How about this? Hey everybody, Adam Savage. Hey everyone, Adam Savage in my cave. I'm throwing a party tomorrow night. Party is a great time to get your shop in order. Have a fundraiser, have a salon, just have a bunch of people come over. Having people come over is a fabulous deadline. It really, really is. My shop gets super clean like 3 times a year when I throw parties, and I've got several events happening in the next couple of months. It's going to be great. The party that's happening tomorrow night is the opening night party for San Francisco Sketch Fest, put on by Janet Varney and friends. They do an amazing job every year. I have no idea how they manage 200 plus shows in a city they don't live in. I can only imagine the logistical nightmare that must be. And also for the last 15 years or so, it's when all my friends come to town. It's just the best thing ever. I love Sketchfest. So we're throwing the opening night party here tomorrow night. And I've just undergone this big shop reorganization. So there's lots more space for everyone. Everyone's going to, their heads are going to explode when they come in tomorrow. It's wonderful. And I want to put some costumes up. So I brought over a spacesuit and some other stuff. And as you saw by the title, Iron Man is coming over. My favorite paint job I have ever done is this paint job, my Iron Man Mark I, which I wore on the floor of Silicon, Adam Savage's Silicon, back in 2021, 22. I can't remember whether it was 21 or 22. I think it's 22. But anyway, I wore my my Iron Man Mark I costume. There's a link to the description. There's 2 videos about it. One from a million years ago, one from a couple years ago. And I want it on display. I want it on display with his motor turning and his heart light going. Turn on your heart light. Neil Diamond, best vocal fry in rock and roll. Yeah, I know, it's bold words, but why I'm talking about, sorry, I lost my own train of thought in a video I'm in the middle of filming. Iron Man Mark I want him on display, and right now he's sitting on effectively one of my kids' old drum kits as an armor stand, and I want to build an honest to goodness armor stand for Iron Man, and I'm going to use some scrap wood to do it, and we're going to make an armor stand. So I'm going to gather some pieces here and Iron Man on the back there. So just give me a few minutes to get into storage and bring him out and get him ready for mounting. Any kind of spin behind the scenes shows you just how thin these wonderful castings are. Again, these were done by some dudes in the Midwest way back when. I bought a kit from them and modified it. Pretty much took it completely apart. Put it back together again. One of the best paint jobs I have ever done. Without a doubt. Yeah, absolutely. One of my favorite paint jobs. Okay, so let's see. I have that goes to the right arm. Where does the power come in? Power comes in here. Oh, okay. Let's try this one. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's the brightness I needed. Yep. Lovely. Okay, cool. So, figured that out. So let's get this on a long chain. Oh, right. That's what this is. There she is. Yeah, there we go. So you see I've got all this wiring going on and different power supplies, and the engine turns back here. So this is part of the battery holder. It keeps it off of my chest. And then there is, and then I screw this down to myself. And then there's a lot of loose ends to tie up here. Let's see here. Oh yeah, there's a lot of loose ends to tie up. Oh my God. All right, so you're all delaminated here. I'm fixing some things that are neglected in here. Things are doing pretty good. This was actually, I worked hard to make this costume comfortable, and I mostly succeeded. Plus, it's got lots of great loose looking wiring around, and it ended up looking really lovely. Oh, right, I've made some zip ties. All right, here we go. We're gonna get the left arm attached in here. We'll rest it there because, yeah, this is exactly what's gonna happen. I think I gotta hold this guy here. Oh, wow. Okay. Arm is attached, light is on. That's great. Let's disconnect zip ties. That's an extra channel that I may use. That's going to be what my shoulders sit on. Great. So, this is going to be what the shoulders sit on. I need it to be low profile and sit in here. You can see where it rests on the shoulder stands. That is the first part of the armor stand to get right is the height of the chest. Then we hang the legs. Then we worry about the legs. This was the old armor stand, my kid's drum kit. And this, it tended to give out right about here. So, I think I can still use this stand. I still like it as a stand. So the question is getting this up. So if this is okay, so it's about here. It's really nice to work looking at an arc reactor for a while. It's beautiful. All right, so, hey, I said something at the beginning about like getting the torso hung first. That was wrong. I like the feet. I like the way they're sitting. Got a lot of moxie. So right, now I gotta hang the torso off of that. And these are, I'll end up painting all this black. That's great. But like, this is wonderful. I'm pleased with how this is. But now I wanna hang this guy. So let's disconnect. And figure out, actually, you know what? No, I can do this without that. I can make this piece. What do I gotta do to make you love me? Oh, you let go. I know. Oh, I know why you let go. Okay, cool. That's the point. Nope. That's pretty good. Let's make a hole. Now we're going to mount the top on that. Okay, now I can disconnect. Because you will drop all the way down here. Yeah, and end up like that. But we'll worry about you in a minute. Okay, so here we go. Good. That's hanging. I'm okay with that. That's pretty good. That looks pretty good. I'd say, actually, I think he can come down a little bit, to be fair. Good. That's nice. I like that. That floats right. Sits a little perfect. Great. Love it. Okay. So that's our that business. Okay, so let's get that and then this guy. Yeah, okay, cool. So oh, that's right. He sits. I gotta get a circle for that. Oh, he's real pretty, isn't he? Okay, cool. We're gonna put a wood block on top of that. Good, good, good. All right. Let's give this a shot. So here's what's going to happen. I'm gonna pull that off. Pull that. We are going to. Right. We're going to choose the height. It's on the back. Great. It's going to be. that. Yeah. Okay. Bottom of the arc. Bottom of the arc. Let's get another one going here. I'm only painting the parts of the stand that you're actually going to see. I'm not going to paint the whole thing black. This isn't a professional museum armor stand. I could do this over a couple of days. This would be like the first pass of design, and then I would execute this as a much more refined piece of woodworking. But you can see it's basically a tree: helmet, shoulders, forearms, and hips there. Oh yeah, I'm just dumbing it down so you can't see it and you don't notice it, and that just highlights the costume more. Really, that's the whole goal here. It's just to highlight the costume more. I'm not doing the shoulders there because I'm going to cover those up with a welding jacket. And this is a theater paint job right here. Summer stock. The main thing I think about an armor stand is that I let gravity do a lot of the work for me. That's the real key in the armor stands that work for me in this space. All right. I think I can start to assemble this guy. Excuse me while I kiss this guy. So we're going to start with this business. Put that and this. Boy, oh, this is so awkward. There you go. There's your Magneto. Yeah. Here, let's give you a pan up here. Before I end the Iron Man video, I think it's worth showing him in situ, especially since I lowered his neck. Plausibly, what you were thinking yesterday is that his head looks a little bit high off of his body, and I had to agree. In the real Mark I, the helmet is really inside this. That's how they get the bulletproofness. And so I just simply used a pipe cutter and lowered the head a little bit, and now I'm really pleased. This is one of the licensed arc reactors, so it actually changes color scheme when you tap it. And I got the arm light blew out, and I made it work again. So yeah, he's ready for the party. Lovely. Thanks for joining. Thank you so much for watching that video. Your support allows us to make more of this great content. If you'd like to help us on a deeper level even, head over to tested-store.com because we've got stickers. Who doesn't love stickers? Our anime-inspired Tested logo in Japanese. Follow the process, not the plan. It's not a process. It's not a problem to solve. It's a process to manage. Other aphorisms that have come from my mouth. And we have just made a full set of our demerit badges in sticker form. So you can cover your toolbox with all of your screw-ups and celebrate it with other makers. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.